In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw number 11 in the isometric style. First, we need to set up our drawing area by going to the grid mode and right clicking, go to grid setting. At this time, you'll go to the isometric snap and hit OK. That should turn on the isometric drafting option. We will need to turn on the ortho mode, which is this icon here. We'll also need the object snap option on, along with endpoint, midpoint, center, quadrant, intersection, extension, and perpendicular needs to be checked. Lastly, make sure that your object snap tracking is available, because maybe you can use that as a drawing aid. Now that all those settings are correct, we're going to our line command and we're going to begin at the origin 0, 0. At this time, we're going to make sure that you are on ISO left to draw the front face of our object. I want to begin by going in a downwards direction, and I want to go the distance from this corner here, following my mouse, all the way down to this particular line. This line, it stops right here at the center point of this circle here, and so that's a critical point for creating our curves. That will be a distance of 9 units. So I'm going to type 9 and press enter. Alright. And I'm going to press enter again to end the line command. I want to go back to my line command, start right back at the origin 0, 0, and go in an upwards direction, and the distance I want to go is the distance that gets me to this center line, which is 4 units. So 4 and press enter. At this time, I'm going to go across in this direction, and if you can kind of imagine, I'm right here at this location. I want to go across to end right here at the center point to help guide my circle. That will be a distance of 2 units based off the 2 squares you see there. So from here, I'm going to go in a downwards direction 2 units and press enter to end the command. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and begin preparing my circle that needs to go here. To do that, we need to go to our ellipse command. You have 3 options. The one we want to choose is the one that says axis end. Okay, when you click on axis end, it's going to ask you to specify the end point of the ellipse, but then at the bottom it says or arc, center, and iso circle. For this, we're going to use iso circle to create our ellipse. So now that I've selected iso circle, the first thing it's going to ask, what's the center point of the iso circle? Because I've drawn this line here, my center point is at the end of the line that represents the midpoint here. So I click it, and as you can see, the circle is prepared at the particular angle of the shape. Now at this time, it's going to ask what is the radius of my iso circle, and then you have the option or diameter. If I'm drawing the small circle in the inside, as you can see, it covers 2 blocks, so the diameter will be 2, or I can identify the radius as 1. Now that it's asking us for the radius, I'm going to just go ahead and type in 1. To do the overall arc right here, I need to go back to my ellipse command, choose axis end, go to iso circle, click the center point that's established here, and then come out with my mouse. Now another thing I could do is, instead of typing in 2 for the radius, I can actually click the end of my line right here to establish the larger curve here. Next, I will use my line command, and I can actually continue going in this direction 2 more units, and then come in a downwards direction. This down direction will be a distance of 2, because right now I'm at the center point, so I need to go down 2 squares to this location. So I type in 2 and press enter, and I begin my distance this direction. Based off of my measurements, that should be a distance of 5. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and switch my direction from ISO left to ISO top. Now I'm able to go this direction, which would follow this center line to the center. So again, that'll be a 2 unit direction, and I want to also end the command. Now that I have that established, I can go ahead and prepare the circles here, or the arches. Going back to the axis end, choose ISO circle. I click the end of the line. That's my center point. Coming out, as you can see in the picture, my radius will be considered 1 square. So I'll type in 1. I'll go to my ellipse command, ISO circle, click the center point, and then go to the end to prepare the outer circle. At this time, I'm going to use my copy command to help prepare some of the other arches that I don't need to necessarily draw. So the first thing I want to do is prepare the curve that's on this back side back here. As you can see, it's 4 squares down. So when I do my copy, I'm going to go 4 units out. So I'm going to select this and this and also this. Go to my copy command. I'm going to click this corner as my base point. Using my mouse, I'm going to go towards the right here and type in the distance of 4 and press enter. I'll press enter a second time, and that will prepare my opposite side. Next, I will do another copy. So I'll go to copy. I want to select this particular circle here. Press enter. Click this location and bring it in a downwards direction right here. Now again, if it's glitchy, it's okay. Just make sure you click it right there on the end of that line, and it should hit that point. And I'll press enter to end that command. Next, it's just a matter of drawing some lines to connect our 2 circles up top. You'll notice I have a diamond shape here to represent quadrant. I'm going to click that particular location and go right across to the other diamond. So that should take care of that. Next, I'll go back to my line command and go from this corner to the next corner and press enter to end that command. Finally, I need to create the arc on this side. Now I already have the one that's here, so what I want to do is copy it to that side. If you see, there's actually 3 squares in between both points. So I want to go to my copy command, click the inside circle, I'll press enter. It's going to ask for a base point. I'm going to choose the center of the circle. Next, I'm going to move it in the direction I want to go and type in 3 and press enter. I'll press enter a second time to end the command. Going back in to do my lines, I will start from the middle and go out 1 unit, come down this direction 3, and I'll press enter for that side. Using the same line, I'm going to click it, go to copy, select this side of the circle and bring it across just like that. And instead of trying to click the other circle, I'm going to just type in 2 units. to bring it to this end. I'll press enter to end the command. One more line will be found over here using the diamond shape. I'm going to click and go in an upwards direction and find the second diamond shape and click it again. I'll press enter to end the command. Lastly, I just need to do the trim and clean up some of my lines. So some of the lines I can actually just get rid of by just selecting. So these two lines here don't belong. This one and this one can be automatically erased. I will go to my trim command. I'll press enter and trim lines I do not need that's in the shape. I'll press enter to end the command, and there you have it, a complete shape.